always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the... So the Texas Longhorns offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these great quarterbacks in? They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Otis. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Now on second and short after the first down completion. Just a short pass to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Gets the back moving. Takes it from the gun on third down. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. On the option. Plows through the defense. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown run.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The LSU Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When you get to this point in the season, Jesse, and you're in the Heisman Trophy race like this guy is, every decision, every play, every move will be magnified today.
No question this guy has the numbers, but what he's also had is Heisman moments in big games with a lot of people watching. He has stepped up, and he's played his best football from the quarterback position. And, David, I think that's the biggest key now here at the end of the season for him, determining whether or not he can win the trophy.
And we're voters, Jesse, right? That's what we look for. Like, were you big time when your team needed the most, when you played great competition? And so far, he's checking all the boxes, man. He's been elite of elite. Finishing the season strong right here could be the final cherry on the sundae.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He'll sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Lost a throw on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's not down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. He's open on the right. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. He'll set up to throw. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Crosses midfield. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's the pressure. This one's complete. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The play action fake. Makes the grab on the left. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Otis. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try it over the left side. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Texas! A catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip in the secondary and make that big play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's complete to the right. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to get it through the air. Complete downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Otis. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Caught It's Haynes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Martinez. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Plenty of options here. Run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The short hands, it's Otis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working on the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Otis. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haynes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say.
And the pressure gets there. Back down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He wants it all. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On third and long, he has to throw for it. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. Punt is on its way. Oh, what a move to get room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Got his man quickly.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and they'll move the chains with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off play action. This time he's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He now has 61 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Got it behind the line. It's Otis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Longhorn! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the lone running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. With the catch, it's locked. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Continues to fight for yards. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Unloads it left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to fire on second down. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long, first down marker just short of the goal line. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Texas offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The give out of the gun. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. They go to the ground. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit...
Touchdown, LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And right down the middle. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
45, LSU, Texas.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Going to swing it on second down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got the back over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's locked. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Quick spin on the line. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Otis. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Grab behind the line. It's Otis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Otis. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is in the air. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Soft spot in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll go to the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Looking for a push on fourth down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll keep it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds space on the right. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
LSU lining up first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Power ahead. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. They'll move the wide receiver. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Sweet cut there. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They give it to him again. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. He'll try the left side. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to throw it.
You got great field position here. You got it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's a tough thing to do, man. Get this guy on the ground. You've already seen it. He's got a rushing touchdown in this football game. Down here in the red zone, you know his feet are going to be a big part of the offense. The defense was ready, and they get the sack.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Martinez. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. LSU right back to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing on it.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Brings up second down.
The give as they work on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Texas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Shoots it to the left. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. The option look. He breaks the tackle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires into the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. And this guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Got his man on the right. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.